Hey guys, today I am going to make a video talking all about what it's like being pregnant during a pandemic sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera, COVID-19. I had the idea to make this video because I've seen a lot of posts recently that say stuff like, shout out to those moms who are pregnant right now or are giving birth or had just recently given birth during this time, because I don't know about you, but in Missouri right now we're under a shutdown, a quarantine. All of these jobs have laid off people. There are new policies and stuff like that put in place for moms who are about to give birth. I heard that in New York, moms are not allowed to have even their partners with them in the delivery room when they give birth, and I could not imagine that. So for me, I have midwives at the hospital, so it's not like home birth, it's still at the hospital, but it's with midwives, so it's like low intervention. One of my friends from the job that I work at, she introduced me to this, and I'm so glad that I did it because it's been amazing. And they have policies at Mercy Hospital right now that you can only have one supporting person. So like when you have midwives, you also have the option of getting a doula. And a doula is somebody who supports you and helps you throughout your pregnancy and your birth and gives you like tips and stuff like that to try and get through your birth and your pregnancy in the most natural way that you possibly can. But since all of this has gone on, I have not been able to get a doula because I have chosen my one supporting person as my husband. So that's the policy right now for the hospitals, is you can only have one and nobody can visit you after the baby is born, which is really rough for a lot of my family. It is kind of sad that they won't be able to do that, but at the same time, I have just the mindset that whatever needs to happen is what is going to be happening for us. And so even though I really wanted my mom to be in the delivery room with me and Eric, she no longer can do that. And I was upset at first, but I am just taking it step by step, and I think it's gonna be fine as long as I can have Eric with me. If I couldn't have Eric with me, I would not be okay probably. I mean, I'd get through it, I know, but I would be really upset. They'd be hearing about it. Also, sorry there's so many boxes on the bed. In the background, as you can see, we have her crib, changing table, our bed, and it's kind of messy because I was doing some organizing with diapers and wipes and stuff like that we were given at our baby shower. We got our swing that we bought, our baby swing. So yeah, that's why there's boxes everywhere. And I want to make a video at some point as why we're choosing to have her sleep in our room at first, because I know that a lot of people have different opinions about that or whatever. Just know that if you're a mama and what you feel you need to do for your child, that's what's best for their child. As long as you're trying the best that you can, that's what's best. You know your baby. I've never met her face to face, but this is what we're choosing to do right now. Didn't mean to go off on a tangent. Anyways, so yeah, being pregnant during COVID-19, I haven't really thought about it much. My job got shut down, so that's been difficult for me not to see my student, but I've been taking it as a blessing because I've been able to rest more during the end of my pregnancy. And I think the biggest thing with all of this pandemic stuff is fear that is being instilled into people through mainstream media and all that stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, it is serious. This is a serious thing. It is real, but I do not agree with the fear that is being pushed out into the public because people are afraid to even walk outside of their house without a face mask on. And if that's what you want to do to make you feel more comfortable, that's fine. But I don't want you guys to live in fear. I know about the stories about the moms and the babies that have gotten COVID during all of this, but Eric and I are choosing to walk in not fear, like obviously not fear, because fear is, first of all, on a scientific level, fear and stress causes illness and decreases your immune system and makes it weaker. So the most important thing for you to do, mama, during this time of your baby cooking in your belly is to feed your mind things that are going to lift you up and not make you stressed out. I have been home so much. I am a homebody. I like to be home, but I also love being around people. I have not been around people very much, and that's been hard for me, but also I'm trying to do best of both worlds here. Some people are even more quarantined than I am, and if that's what you feel you need to do during this time, that's great. Just don't operate out of fear, because it's not a good idea. Another thing that Eric and I are trying to gauge is my midwife, which one of my midwives, because we have like several different ones, and then whoever is on call the time that I am going into labor, which, by the way, 38 weeks, 4 days today. It can happen at any time. Whoever is on call during that is who will deliver her. But one of the midwives, she told me that she strongly recommends that we don't allow exposure to public places or around people until 2 months after she's born. That's really intense, and I cannot imagine my parents or Eric's parents or siblings or whatever to not see our newborn baby until 2 months after she's born. That is just crazy. I don't think that we're going to do that. Maybe a week at most, but even still, that would just be to more like get used to having her, I think. So we don't really know what we're gonna do with that, but definitely still not operating out of fear, just wisdom and what our gut says and faith. So for me, I have not ever been pregnant in any other time except for now. This is my very first pregnancy. Has it been hard to be pregnant during this time? No, because I don't know any other different, like I don't know anything different, but I also feel like, as crazy as this may sound to some people and everything that's going on in the world that's crazy and hectic, there is so much light being poured in to everything right now. You just have to really see things for the truth that they are and not be distracted by fear. And that might sound really weird, but this is one of the most amazing times that humanity has ever seen. So don't get distracted by fear or this pandemic. Focus on as much good as you can, and more light will be poured into your life, I guarantee you. I'm very excited to give birth to our baby. We've gotten things ready for her. Very much nesting, very much having that burst of energy where I want to do things, but obviously taking lots of breaks. So that's all for this video. If you guys would like to listen to Eric and I's online radio station called 1412, go ahead and go into the App Store and get the free app called TuneIn, and then search in the app 14, the word 14, the number 12, no spaces, 1412 radio, and subscribe and listen, where we are constantly 24/7 streaming music and awesome messages from people. We've got Mark Moore streaming messages, we've got Valerie Howe, we've got Margie Florent, amazing people streaming messages on there to encourage you guys and uplift you guys. We also just started our 1412 Instagram, so if you could go give that a follow so that we can have more follows on there. We have pretty good following on Facebook, so like us there too. And my Instagram will be linked down below. If any of you mamas need some encouragement in this time, you can comment down below or you can message me on Instagram. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.